back live on digitaldowns.us. Special event tonight. The first leg of the virtual Triple Crown, the virtual Derby. And nice big race, full field, 12 horses running for $560. This is like a race run up. We got probably about an hour or so to the race. We'll take a look at the field, the form of each horses, the race previews, and yeah, have a little fun with it. You know, if anybody wants to jump on the Discord voice chat or the Twitch chat, that's cool also. All right. Give me one sec here. All right, so runs about 7:30 Eastern time. We're going 1.25 miles on dirt, fast surface tonight. TC Virtual Derby G1. $360 purse with another $200 added. And like I said, we have a full field. So let's, you know what? Let's go one by one. We'll go look at the race previews and then also check out the horse. So again, once again, Berkey, Star of the Desert. You know, thank you for the race preview write-ups. They're great. Really enjoy them. So in the one hole here, we got James Holden, colt, out of Camelot, Rose Petal, and horse ratings of 104.75, speed ratings 108.39. Horse rating's nice. The speed rating is nothing that really jumps off the page at you. See what his comments here. James Holden has collected a paycheck in each of his 7 starts at this distance, and although he prefers turf, he has acquitted himself nicely on the dirt. Do not look for him to be anywhere near the lead in this race, as he is a dead closer and should be coming hard in the stretch. Rates a decent chance here tonight. Interesting. Actually, let's open the handicapping page. See what James Holden is actually 12-1, which kind of goes against the race preview. So let's take a look at the horse here. "28 races, lifetime, 3 wins, 4 seconds, 6 thirds. Has won over $475, and its last race was, what was this race here? The Virginia Derby G1. 9-horse field, finished 8 by 6 at 1 mile 3/8. Guess it really doesn't like that distance. Well, that would make the 1.5 miles. Belmont kind of tough for her, wouldn't it? He's got Rosario up today. Hasn't had Rosario on the mount recently. July 1st, he was in the Invitational G2, 10-horse field, finished 3rd. That was on turf, on an off surface. It's actually a pretty decent run, all things considered. Race rating was a 109.75, and before that it was June 25th, the Bash G2, 9-horse field, again 1.25 miles dirt like tonight, and won that by a head with Ortiz Jr. That was a 9-horse field as well. So yeah, probably does have a shot. I mean, I kind of agree with the preview. Let's see, James Holden, owned by Chrisman. Rosario has the mount. In the second post, we have Noble Lady BMS. Now, this horse is a nice horse. I know it's racked up quite a few wins at a Kingsman BMS and Red Ruler BMS. So it's a beast mode stables breed. It's got 15 races, 8 wins, 2 seconds, 1/3, and just under $1,000 in race purse earnings. Horse rating is only a 99.50, but the speed rating is very good. The average speed rating for this horse. Let's see what his comments are. I really like this horse and wish it were in my stable. Very consistent sort who has banked almost $1 million in career earnings. Won each leg of the Eliminator and very rarely runs a bad one. I anticipate she will once again be in the mix in this race. Yeah, so Noble Lady, if you're not familiar with the game, Noble Lady won our Eliminator tournament. It's a rather large tournament. We run it for 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. And actually this year we had a tournament for 4-year-olds. Kind of cruised right through that whole tournament, which is a very difficult tournament to win. And at this point, halfway through the season, has about $1 million in earnings. Right now it's running under the Dynamo banner. It's run most of the season under the Beast Mode Stables banner. You know, it can strike, you know, pretty much in any race, but it doesn't look like it's coming in very good form. So its last race was in the Virginia Derby G1 that the previous horse was in that we looked at. It finished 5th by 2, had a speed of 113, pace 94, Ortiz Jr. So, you know, it had decent speed for the race. A speed of 113 can get the job done, but it just didn't have the right pace of the race. 94 is just not going to get it done for a G1. And you can see right there. So June 3rd had the, that's another G1 that was in. What was this? Maryland Derby G1. Maryland Derby G1 finished 2nd by 1. Let's see, 420 jumped in the voice chat here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure how to say it. I always mispronounce his name. Yaramillo, is that how you say his name? Yaramillo.
Yaramillo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he had the amount on that one. So 113.97. So, and prior to that, it was the TC Delaware Valley Stakes G2 and did win that one with the 113.97. So this horse is going to be looking for that 113.97. 112.98, somewhere around there, and if he can get that done, has a great shot here. What's up, Steve? How you doing?
Good. Just about to start betting on some fights, man. But I saw you on. I'm over at my cousin's house.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's that it's
Gregor Poirier.
Yeah.
UFC tonight.
Isn't it like the third?
The prelims are starting right now.
Oh, is that like the third time they fought?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Poirier's gonna knock him out again. You can get plus 150 on DraftKings right now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, plus 1. It's a boost bet they have for you can pick either one of the guys and get plus 150.
So I'll have to check that out.
Yep.
I should probably go.
Have fun on your broadcast, buddy.
Yeah, I should. I might go to the casino and watch it later. So.
I didn't ask how'd you do the other night when you popped in there.
I did. I won 400.
Nice.
Yeah, sweet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Enjoy.
All right.
Talk to you in a few.
Yep. Talk to you later. Winning 420, paying a visit. He's out at a buddy's house.
Check the prospect tab for you. I got one more for you.
I will. I ain't been down all day, but you know he did. The trainer down at Gulfstream. He sent me a horse to look at.
I got one on the 16th for you to look at.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Later.
Thanks. Yep. Later. All right. Back to business here. So that was Noble Lady BMS under the Dynamo banner. Rispoli is up. This filly's going to ride with 118 pounds. Then we have in the 3 spot Sonic Thunderbird by Enmore Racing Stable, and Sonic Thunderbird is 3-year-old filly at a Sunday Silence in Expo Gold. Has 25 starts and 7 wins. 1 second, 2/3. Has won over 628,000. Horse rating is 105, speed rating 110. That's some pretty good numbers there. Should be stalking the early pace and then try and pounce on them coming from home. Has 5 stakes wins under her belt, but has not fared well coming out of gate 3, and she will need to establish position on the 1 and 2 horse to have a chance here. Totally agree. Nice horse. You know, it's got a first, last out. Let's say the Texas G2. I think it's the Indiana Invitational has a second and another G2. They were then an 8th and a G1 there. This was the Epsom Cup G1. I was on turf, so those 2 are turf runs. The horse was bred by Harris Dupin. It was purchased for $33,000 recently, or I don't know, actually know what the date was that it was purchased, but. It looks like it can get a mile and a quarter. Has a win back at I'm not sure what this one. This was on May 29th. The Sally Royal Plant G2. It's a 5-horse field. That was a G2. It took that home. And again, this is another horse here. This pace rating's gonna have to come up to compete tonight. So it's gonna need to be 97 at least here. It looks like with this group, in order to make some impact. Let's see. Reading some messages here. Everybody wants to know about when the sales ring is being swapped out. Sales ring is going to be swapped out either tonight or tomorrow, I think. We'll see. All right, so that's Thunderbolt. Vasquez has the mount. All right, 4th spot, we have Taryn Found the Way by Taylor and Turin. Davis, another filly, ride 118. And let's see what the comments are. Taryn, are we missing a horse here? Let's see. Tower Found the Way is in the 4th spot. Okay. Tower Found the Way out of Mr. Prospector and Yawkey Way. 18 starts, 7 wins, 2 seconds, 2/3. It's pretty impressive. Just under 700,000 in winnings. Horse rating is 111, or the speed rating is 111.67, which is pretty nice. Horse has never won a race when going further than a mile and an 1/8. That's not good here. And her only attempt at this distance resulted in her running in 8th place the whole way. She's in up against some of the best horses in the game, and I do not anticipate a major effort from her in here. Must pass. Wow, it's a pretty tough commentary there by Mr. Star of the Desert, Berkey. But let's take a look at what he's talking about. And this is, which one did he say it was? Right here. Taryn Found the Way. All right. I can see, yeah, it looks like it's might be more of a sprinter, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, so, I mean, 7 furlongs, second, mile and 1/8 first, 7 furlongs first, mile, 5th, mile and a quarter, 1/8. Yeah, so nothing really with this distance. Doesn't mean it can't score from here. I mean, it's you know, it clearly can run a mile and an 1/8. That last one there, that what is this? This is the Maryland Derby G1. Look at that, 1:15.98. That's smoking. Came out to a big early lead, 2-3 lengths, and held on to win. And the race prior to that was pretty similar. Like the horse. Davis got the mount, 118 pounds. This 3-year-old filly it's probably gonna, I think it's gonna do much better than this last one here that was on, I think June 17th. One of the Ascot meets, the 107.93. That seems really odd for that horse. I expect better effort. Actually, you know, I may disagree a little bit with Berkey on that one. All right, next up we got in the 5th gate is Authentic Vision BD out of Donovan Stables. Authentic Vision, see the notes here. Authentic Vision out of Authentic and Visions of Clarity. 17 races, 30 wins, 4 seconds, 5 thirds, 664,000 in earnings. Horse rating is 103.75. Speed rating is 110.82. Comments are very consistent sort who has only had 3 bad races in her career. Of her 17 career starts, 14 of them were in stakes races, so she has a lot of experience. Remains to be seen if she can handle this field. Interesting. So it's no stranger here to, you know, stakes racing. Has 2 wins. Horse was purchased for $120,000 from Bobby Dazzler on June 26th. And is running under the banner of Donovan Stables. Last race out was G2. Good effort there. Lost it at the end by a head, finished second. 113.96 is not too shabby there at 1.5 miles. And just notice the weight there. So it's 118. There's 4th in a G1. Second in this G1 here. This was the stretch New York G1. 113.98. That's a big number. Big number. This is definitely a router. So she'll be able to handle this quite well. Didn't like the turf run here. 108.94. You can see the pace here is a killer. And then 1 mile dirt. This G3 here kind of fell apart at the end. 113.98. But the class of the race was very high. It's a 114.50. Loaded bunch there. Has a shot. Has a shot for sure. I mean, the gate's really not an issue. You can probably stalk or push off the pace. Who's the jock? Jock is going to be Ortiz Jr. What's the odds on it? 7-to-1 odds for that. By the way, Noble Lady BMS is 2-to-1 favorite. All right, so in the 6th spot, we got Master of All running for Bobby Dazzler. Master of All. Let's see what they say here. Master of All. Out of Liam's map. Lifetime 16 races, 4 wins, 4 seconds, 577,000 in earnings. Horse rating of 109 is very high. Speed rating of 110.94 is pretty good. So overall, from that side, it looks like a solid horse. He would prefer a longer trip, but if there is a traffic up front, he might be able to sneak into the photo as he has really nice late kick. If this were a longer race, I would consider him a major player, but I feel that he might have to run a perfect race to beat these. Okay. So let's dig into this one here. Master of All. It's a 3-year-old colt. See here is a 6, a 1.5 miles, 1.3 miles, so it finished first. 1 1/8, 7th. Interesting. Should be able to push right through that 1.25 miles. Second by a head, that was a G2. And 1.5 miles on turf. Right here, had a 4-length lead and gave it up at the end with a 115.98 and 1.5 miles. That's a very, very good set of numbers there. The horse is dangerous. Yeah, 1.25 miles. Yeah, the horse. Well, he had 1.25 miles down here on dirt here, but this 109.97 is not going to be good enough for this race. I mean, it did finish second, but the class of the race was not very high. It was 107.50. You can see as it moves up to G1, the class of the race here was 110.50, which is it only seems like 3 points, but it's actually a lot. 3 points. And it fell apart here in this race here. So I'm not really sure. This one here, I'm on the fence. Master of All, 6-to-1. Yeah, the comments are pretty spot on. All right, so we have 7th spot here. We have Steel Globe. Poncho Racing Stables. Franco up. 3-year-old colt. So, Steel Globe out of Iron Fist and Global Trot. Iron Fist is the Digital Downs legendary horse. Lifetime 26 races, 5 wins, 5 seconds, 5 thirds, 632,000 in earnings. A 107.50 horse rating, speed rating of 109.08. Definitely wants more distance, and his best races at this distance have come from inside post. He drew wide tonight, and that might do him in. He drew wide tonight, and that may do him in unless he can find a way to get position on all of the inside horses. I don't see him winning this race. Pretty straightforward there from Berkey with his preview. Does not see this horse in the mix. Steel Globe. 2 stakes wins. This horse was claimed from Chernobyl Lodge for $50,000, bought from Harris Dupin for $33,000, and bought from Shifty for $33,000. I don't know about that date there, 69. I have to have a programmer look into that. Let's see. Yeah, G2, 4th, 106.95. That's not going to cut it. Here you go. This is G1. That was the Virginia Derby, G1. So he's run against a couple of these horses before. He got smacked around pretty good there. Finished 9 of 9, 6 lengths back, a 106.91. That's a drubbing. On July 1st, that was G2. Got smacked around too in that race. 10-horse field, 106.95. G1 4th, Ascot 3rd. See this pace right here? This is definitely concerning. The paces here. It's basically outclassed, is what this is telling you. Okay, so even in 108, it's outclassed. So I mean, it gets a paycheck here and there, but of late, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races, it's having a tough time in these big races. I mean, these are talented horses running in these races. So you're gonna need your best to score. So might have had a great 2-year-old campaign. Looks like the better races were behind it. Steel Globe. All right. In the 8th spot, we got Nice to Meet You by Sweet Stables. Nice to Meet You is a 3-year-old colt. Nice to Meet You out of Vamelia and Past the Charisma. Lifetime has 30 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, 7 thirds, 846,000 in earnings. A horse rating of 101.50, speed rating of 109.68. Nice to Meet You. Most of his best races have come over the classic distance, but he did not have a huge win. But he did have a huge win at 1.25 miles, coming from 6 in a stretch to win. My feeling is he would be much prefer shorter than he is running tonight, and due to the fact that he has mixed results at this distance, I must pass. So that's Nice to Meet You. I mean, it can run here. I mean, it's got look at just 2 races back. That was a nice G2. It was 109.96. Like to see the pace higher, but he scored, cashed a check at in the Virginia Derby G1. So it's a threat. Not much showing before that, but you know the form actually is not that bad coming into this race. I've already seen way worse, but it's coming in off of a 3rd and a 1st. You know, I think the horse is a threat in this race at least, and has Sayas up running at 120 pounds. So 9th spot, Global Honor. Chrisman with his 2nd entry. Pratt has a mount. This is a 2-year-old filly. Global Honor out of Global Campaign and Tiffany's Honor. It's 14 starts, so it's a lightly raced horse. Has 3 wins, 1 second, 276,000 in purse earnings. Horse rating of 103.75 and a speed rating of 109.43. Her best races at this distance have come with her taking a lead. Otherwise, her races are pedestrian at best. If she can get a lead, she might just show her hindquarters to the rest of the field, but it won't be easy coming out of gate number 9. So for that reason, I must pass. Global Honor has 2 stakes wins out of the 3 wins. Yeah, I see what he's saying here. It should be interesting. But again, it might be a little bit outclassed here in this race. I think I would stick with Chrisman's first entry is a better shot, in my opinion. But might get in there for a check. You never know. I mean, he's got great work numbers. I mean, but again, it's the distance that'll get you here. And Global Honor is 9-1 money line. In the 10th hole, we have Premier Links and more racing stables with his second entry. Castellano has the mounts, a 3-year-old colt. Premier Links out of Royal Leatham and Aradol. Again, another lightly raced 3-year-olds. 10 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, 1 third. So it's a nice 60% in the money. $430,000 in race earnings. A 104 horse rating and a speed rating of 107.60. Now the 107.60 is really not that impressive. Let's look at some other stuff here. Has never won past a mile and an eighth, and I do not see that changing tonight. His best races have come when he is on or near the lead, and I don't know how he will accomplish that here tonight. For that reason, I am looking elsewhere for the winner. But basically saying, in order for this horse to be a threat, it needs to be close to either setting the pace or stalking the pace, and he finds it's going to be a tough ask tonight. So horse does have 1 stakes win, and that came back on June 13th. In the Epsom Cup G1, it wired the field rather icely, and again, it's a that pace number. It seems to be 97 seems to be, where you need to be at just to have a shot. We are running on dirt tonight. Horse does prefer dirt, it seems, and we'll take a look at this in a second. I'm not sure it has the mount. But his last out wasn't that great of an effort. At a mile and a half, maybe he just can't get that distance. But yeah, it looks like it likes to set the pace a bit. So we'll see if that can get them. And that is Premier Links, a Castellano, and Premier Links coming at 8-1 odds. 11th hole, Taran got 3 in a row. So hard to pronounce Eddie's names. Taran got 3 in a row. Taylor and Turin and see, it's this 2-year-old filly. Taylor and Turin's got gate 11 and 12. So this first one here is Taran got 3 in a row. Taylor got 3 in a row at a Russian Camelot and Raven's Claw. 21 races, 4 wins, 5 seconds, 4 thirds, $443,000 in earnings. Horse rating of 99.75, speed rating of 110.29. This filly will not be on or near the lead early. She's a closer who really fires late in the race. Her only race at this distance, she closed 6 lengths in the stretch, but was still 7th at the wire. She will need a hot pace up front for her late running style to be effective. Okay. Pretty much sums that up right there. Won the Virginia Derby G1 at a mile and 3/8. Nice pace here, 98, and that was the key. I would say the gate, may be an issue here. Maybe the only thing that holds this horse back if it can't get the running position that it wants. It's kind of second or third or first. So, it has the ability. The horse is good enough to get it done. It's just going to come down to position. And last but not least, Taran Sap key specialist. Taran's AP key specialist. Velasquez has a mount, 3-year-old colt. I have Aurelius Maximus and Swiss Skydiver. I love that combo. 18 races, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 5 thirds. $380,000 in earnings. 108 horse rating, which is very nice and high. Speed rating of 107.61. We like to see that a little bit higher. Has won twice at this distance, but both of those efforts were from inside post. Tonight, he's coming from gate 12, which will benefit him in the race. Not benefit. His races from outside post at a mile and a quarter have been pedestrian at best. Don't see him in the mix at all. Point blank. He's saying no way. and it's 9-1 on the odds. It's cash and checks though. But again, it says pace rating here. That's gonna decide this. You can't. These will not get it done tonight. 94s, 95s. The horse is gonna have to be on its A game. But has options. I mean, it's on the outside post. I mean, it does have options. I mean, people think that the outside is bad, but actually, you have plenty of options. You can try to press. You can step back. You can let the jockey figure it out. I mean, there's so many things you can do with the outside, especially with distance. The gate draw has a lot less impact at a mile and a quarter. So we'll see. Let's see. Do we have races tonight? Live 3D. 44 seconds. We have actually a race going. Digidown's maiden. This looks like it's for 2-year-old colts and fillies. We'll check this out while we're here. We got about a half an hour, 30 minutes to race time for the virtual derby. And so we'll check out a few races leading up to that. "16 seconds. Iron Zeus, Tri-City Stables, wins the Digital Downs maiden there at a mile on turf. Surface was firm. So going back to the races here, I think my pick is going to be I think I'm going to go with James Holden. I'm going to go 1, 6, 2, 5. What? No. The pizza ain't come yet? What are you doing?
I need a hot toddy.
Actually, I'm not sure here. I'm not really sure about this one. I think I'm going to go with... no, I'm not going there. I'm going to go... I'm going to change this up. I'm going to go 5. All right, I got it. I'm going 5. No, I'm going 6, 5, 2, 1. That's my picks for the Derby. 6, 5, 2, 1. You got 30 seconds to the maiden claiming here. $30,000 price tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-horse field. Good luck. Punchy Starlet wins the 30K maiden claimer. Nice closeout there at the end. Next up, we have the BC 5 points G2 11-horse field, running for a purse of $190,000. Nice stakes race. Minute and 44 seconds out. 2-year-old Colts and Fillies. Beast Mode, Silence BMS, Royal Raven for Chrisman, newly purchased, Runway Strut, Donovan Stables. Oh, the Horror, winning 420. Coming off a nice maiden special weight win. Blew the field away, 120.98. Wow. IND Orion from Induna. Been out of form of late, but did have some nice runs earlier. Echo Skydiver, Chrisman. Lighter, another one from Chrisman. Shaw Exceed BMS. That's a G1 win to it. Crazy Cash, Foggy Dan Farms. V for Vindictive, winning 420. Tyron Has Fashion Sense, gate 11. I actually think we're going to go with 8. I'm going Oh, the Horror to smash the field. 4-8. Good luck. IND Orion wins the BC G2 1.5 mile. Nice race. Nice race. Well done, Induna. Congratulations. Next up is the BC Christie's Colt Stakes G2 7-horse field, running for 130,000. for 4-year-old and up. Colts, fillies, mares. Silverzine, gate 1. Indy Queen, gate 2. Dan Would Not Bother, Dangerous Horse in gate 3. Look at this thing. 48 starts, 22 wins. Look at 2.2 million in earnings. Yeesh. Oatmeal Cookie, gate 4. Steve could win a route. Another nice runner there. Liverpool Mascot. Panacota. Should actually be a fun race. Be interesting. Mile and 3/8 on dirt. Track is fast. Good luck. Dan Would Not Bother does it again. Tyler and Turin. Eddie is just a handful on the track. That much I do know. Well done, Eddie. Next up is the second instance of the maiden claiming 30,000 5-horse field. Mile and a quarter on turf. Surface is firm. Minute 26. Claiming price 30,000. Purse is 25,000 even. We are just a few minutes away from the Digital Downs Virtual Derby. Miss Cameltoe wins the 30K claimer. Congratulations. I think that was Northland. All right, guys, 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes to the Derby. Big purse, big field, big race, big horses. For all the marbles. This is the not the highest purse we've seen, but it is definitely the crown jewel at Digital Downs. Let's see who is the 48th Derby winner. My pick again, I believe, is 6, 5, 2, 1. 6, 5, 2, 1. One minute, 37 seconds. Strong field. I mean, there's a lot of nice horses here. I mean, it seems like the on paper, based on the data, you know, the stats, the speed ratings, everything, you know, it looks like the top horses are in the first 6 gates. The most talent is there, but it's anybody's race. It's going to come down to, like I said, the positioning. So your race instructions, your jockeys, all that good stuff, and see where you settle in. And it's probably going to be, unless someone like just runs away with it, which is entirely possible. Expect an exciting finish here. Good luck to everybody, and may the best horse win. Exciting race. And very glad to bring it to you live. Twitch, Discord, whatever. 30 seconds to post. Good luck, everyone. Huge win. Noble Lady BMS does it again. Just an overall fantastic horse that's been shining all season and is probably, if not one of the best 3-year-olds on the game, or of all ages, the best. It's going to put that over the 1 million mark easily. And congratulations to Dynamo. Noble Lady BMS strikes again, taking home $308,000 for the win. James Holden, Chrisman, finished second, $140,000. Master of all, my pick, Bobby Dazzler, finished third, $89,600. And coming in fourth, Sonic Thunderbolt and More Racing Stable snuck in there for $22,000. Nice race. Let's just congratulations again to Dynamo. Let's just see some numbers on the race. 2:02.17 for the finish time. Horse ran a 1:13.98. There you go. You gotta have to be for them big races with those big horses. You gotta have a nice pace and hold speed as well. So 1:13.98 is definitely good enough to get it done. Chrisman ran a great race with James Holden. Almost got him there at the wire. If it was a little bit longer, he would have took it. But you know, Noble Lady just set the pace early, and she's just was just too much.